All right. So I guess today we're talking about Qbert. Qbert was a stand-up arcade originally released by Gottlieb in 1982. Gottlieb being a pinball company, and these companies like Stern and Gottlieb. Stern also did Berserk and Frenzy at the time. They already had pinballs in pinball halls, so getting the video games in were probably an easier task for them than most companies. So it was released as a stand-up arcade, and later on some other ports. Some of the stuff I show here, we have a Nintendo game. This was released later. This would be for the Nintendo Entertainment System. I would say this is probably released in about 1988, 1989, somewhere around there. So you're playing as Qbert. You're this orange guy, and you have these boards that are set up like a pyramid, and you have to change the blocks into certain colors before you get attacked by everything else on the board, which could be this little guys that jump around, and then there's Coily. He's a snake. He follows you around the board, and the only way to get rid of him is to jump on one of these discs on the side of the board, and it floats you back up to the top. So this would be an example of a sealed Nintendo game for Qbert. This was never opened. This is VGA graded as an 80. A couple other things that I want to show you here. One of the first gaming consoles that released Qbert was ColecoVision. So here we have Qbert for ColecoVision, which was created by Parker Brothers, the video game at least, that is. ColecoVision was created by Coleco. And the cool thing with this is when you got your game, it was a different shape than the normal ColecoVision cartridges. So back in the day when you had a console, the console makers just thought that nobody else can create a game for the console, and they figured they had the market squared up. But lo and behold, you're allowed to make a game for a console that you did not create. So that's one reason why you have different shaped cartridges. So here's the Qbert ColecoVision game and port for the ColecoVision. If you noticed, you have the official trademark ColecoVision here. Down here, you just have the word. So another game that came out afterwards, again by Parker Brothers, is Qbert's Cube. So this is kind of like the sequel to that. By the way, this is released in about 1983. This is graded in 85 by VGA. It's never been opened. Then later on, and this would be 1984, Qbert's Cubes was released. This is a much rarer game than Qbert, and I believe the Atari version of this is one of the most rare versions of Qbert Cubes, at least. So a very cool game. I mean, it's really fun to play. The boards get more and more difficult as you go up, and as you step on the blocks, you might have to change them to step on them twice to change them multiple times to multiple colors. And then as you get more difficult in the levels, if you step on the block in the wrong order, you end up resetting the color, and then you have to kind of start that block all over. Right here, I have a lit up marquee. This would have been on top of the arcade cabinet. The top where it shows the title, usually lit up, is called a marquee. So this was just put into a light box for display. So this is Qbert. And if you like what I had to say about these games, please comment below and tell me some of your favorite memories of the Qbert game. Mine was my dad's strategy of never going up. He said if you go up, that's when you're going to get hit. A ball would come down and smack you on the head. Obviously, more likely as you went up the maze. He would say only go to the top whenever you take the ride up. Did an interview about a Qbert game at one point, and my dad's strategy is out there. Whether or not it works better than anybody else, I don't know. He's not in the record books, but nonetheless, a very good Qbert player. So yeah, follow and like and subscribe and leave some comments and interact. Thank you.